Coming up today, there's some of this.
I think this is the damage that's caused.
And some of this. I told Rachel there'd only be half an hour.
Welcome to Go With Good Stuff. My name's Chris.
And I'm Rachel.
This is Sprocket.
And this is Tassie. Come and join us on our adventures.
But don't forget to like
and subscribe
and hit the notification bell. Well, good morning. We've now left the Cheddar Club site. We're initially heading towards Swansea to see our son who's at the university there. Not going to film that bit, but tonight we're staying at Bracelands, which is a camping in the forest site in the Forest of Dean, and we'll pick you up at that point.
Sprocket! Sprocket!
Turn right.
Looks very busy.
Well, we're good, so don't worry. Wasn't
Oh.
expected to be quite as busy as this. Some of those are permanent.
Yeah, like that one looks permanent.
I think maybe we'll pull over there, but pizza home tonight.
repaired. Good morning. We've had rain all night and it's now cleared up in the morning. It's about 8:30 and it's looking absolutely beautiful this morning. So the idea today is we're going to go and find the sculpture trail. So we're now parked up at Beechenhurst Forestry Commission site, which has got a cafe, it's got Go Ape, it's got a sculpture trail, it's got a smaller trail for little kids. It is pay and display, but there's lots of parking. And the parking is spread out throughout the forest. I tried to park back where that first car is, but I couldn't get the overhang because there was a lip at the end of it. So we've parked broadside on. Rachel's now gone to get the ticket. She's been gone some time, so I don't know how far she's had to walk to get to the pay and display. We'll find out. Where's shortcut A? There. So we're basically go to White Gates and back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just saying because we've only got 2 hours.
Well, 2 miles, that'll be fine.
Yes.
I don't know if you can see Gustav through the trees there. We've had to park. We parked sideways on to get it in, but that's fine. Rachel's paid for a minibus ticket, so we're covered on that. We're covered for 2 hours, and if we do the full sculpture trail, that's meant to be taking about 3 hours. So we're going to do one of the various shortcuts it's got and see how we get on with that. Apparently the cafe is not dog friendly, which is a little bit of a shame. I'm sure in the summer you can sit outside, but they've lost our custom. Those dogs do anything again. They're going home. Thoughts on Bracelands Campsite so far? It's a very nice campsite. We were surprised to see how full it was at this time of year, although it's probably one of the first weekends when people start coming away camping. We've already noticed some people packing up and going home today because it's a Sunday. It was fairly cheap, certainly at this time of year. Even cheaper because we're both over 60, just in my case, so I'll just add that one. And so we had a discount. It worked out, I think it was about £21.50 a night, which is pretty good. That includes the electric and obviously 2 people on a hard standing and you can see we've got a nice pitch. As for the toilets and showers, I'd say they were reasonable. Rachel's not that keen on them. You know why?
They're just basic.
Fairly basic, but very clean.
Yes.
Very clean.
A bit worn, I'd say.
Yeah, a bit. They could do with a little revamp, but there was enough showers in there. Wash basin.
Nice.
Showers was nice. Yeah, the shower was nice and warm. And you have to press a button, but unlike some showers where you press the buttons, it lasts for a long time. You're not continually pressing the button. So that was good. It's a shame because it's not fully open. To get to the service point, you have to drive down and then you have to drive out through a barrier and back in another barrier. And because of the one-way system, we have to sort of do that a couple of times to get to the pitch where we're going. So like when we get back, we'll fill up with water and check water and empty the toilet. But we've then got to drive out and back in, which is a little bit odd. I know you do that on some caravan club sites, but there you go. Last night we had a pizza. That was absolutely beautiful. Stone baked pizza, real fire, which you might see on the video. And that was absolutely beautiful. And reasonable price, same sort of price as in the shops, but much nicer. And neither of us ate the whole one, so we got them in the fridge to heat up in the air fryer later. Apart from that, it's very nice. I can imagine it'd be quite crowded in the summer, as all that grass will be taken up with tents. I think this is the damage that's caused by wild boar when they get in, if I remember rightly. And that gate, it will probably warn you to shut the gate because of wild boar. When they get in, what happens. In the Forest of Dean, they've got the biggest wild boar population in England, which is relatively new. In the 1990s, they escaped from a wild boar farm and they've established themselves in the Forest of Dean and they can't get rid of them, sort of thing. So up in the villages, a lot of them make sure they've got gates and stuff. You can see on the grass verges where the wild boar have been. There we go, there's a picture of one. Please close the gate at all times to prevent wild boar from entering the site. So just come down from the bottom part. There's quite a few different ways of getting out. Especially on each side of the campsite there seems to be a way of getting into the wood, so you haven't got to go far. There's lots of cycle tracks around here as well if you've got bikes. And the sound of woodpeckers. At the bottom of the campsite there are deer, so I'm going to try and come in one of the other gates and film the deer if I can. Or we might be able to spot it on the drone. I can put the drone up along the bottom of the site at the moment on the outskirts, and there's the deer just over the fence. See if we can get them as we come back into the site in one of the other gates. But I think I've missed the proper turning to take me back up to the gate near the deer, so I don't think that's going to happen. I seem to have walked a lot further around here than I should have done. But I've just been told there is a turning on the right just around this corner, so we'll see. The trouble is when you come through the gate, it's going through the forest and not a proper track. So I think it was easily missed. Could have possibly even been where I filmed the deer. But hopefully it's somewhere around the corner, because I told Rachel I'd only be half an hour. And of course the phone signal is more or less non-existent. That's the other thing to see here. Wi-Fi signal, there's no Wi-Fi. Phone signal, certainly on 3, which I am at, and I've got a SIM card on EE. Very, 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 very poor, weak signal, hardly anything. have to wait for about a minute for anything to appear on the screen. So don't rely on your phone signal when you come to the Forest of Dean. But there is a trail here. I'll see where this goes. In the right sort of direction, even though it's very muddy. Certainly is the right sort of direction that I should be going. There's people up here. I was going to bring the dogs out later, but I think they've probably had enough. The golden retrievers are a bit like sloths. Do a bit of exercise and sleep for 24 hours. At least it's a proper trail, but I don't think this is going to take me to the campsite from a little gate because I seem to be come too far. I think the worst it can do is bring me out at the top of the hill above the campsite. Take that back. Can I see caravans? Oh, I think I can. Well, that's a bit of a relief. At least the weather is lovely now. Okay, well, if you want a short walk from the Bracelands Campsite, that is quite nice. Now I know where we're going. Go out the bottom by the motorway service point, which is by those huts over there, and basically we've walked all the way around. But I think that's taken me about half an hour when I thought it was going to take about 10 minutes. So this is the field with the deer down the bottom there. When I was filming with the drone, I was flying at maximum height, 120 metres. So at that height you can't hear it. Any sound there would be, it's a very small sound, it's a very quiet drone, but it would go away on the wind anyway. They didn't notice it. And I used the zoom a little bit to make it look like I was closer. And you'll probably see me zoom out, so you know that I was using the zoom. So I thought this was a fence keeping the deer out. There's actually nothing here at all. So nothing from stopping the deer coming onto the campsite. They are on the campsite itself.